they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Purnell always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And he's going to go down.
I don't know how you niggas be making niggas just push niggas off the damn set.
The sack, the big D tackle,
I'm about to look on YouTube for this shit.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On the return, it's Tate. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Run, play action crossings. Like, we know what the fuck you're doing, dude. Like, come on, man.
Now a first down carry by Bell. A gain of 3, second down.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson. It's a pickup of 3.
Now Bell.
2nd and 7.
He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up.
He do the same thing every down, bro. Like, come on, man. Choose something else. Choose something else, then. Like, come on, bro. Like, fuck, bro.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go.
You run this. Come on, y'all.
There and brings him down to the ground. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. This is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Oh, man.
And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
There we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're going to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
We got 2 niggas in the show. Let me just go ahead and
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
Come on, dude. Run backwards, bro.
They'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0. But the ability to move the ball is evident.
No, that's, heartening, as they say. But it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell.
Come on, bro. We know what you're running.
Grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Falcons, first down.
Here's Ryan.
Come on, bro.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Let's do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
makes the score Falcons 13, Vikings nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's try this.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field. A few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones.
Give me them.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Ryan. Caught right side, Tate. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tavon Austin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Throwing again, Ryan. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Rock and roll Hall of Fame. Nobody cares about
to
that
begin
shit.
their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And his kick is right through.
Falcons 28, Vikings nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes, but those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow...
Go again! Go again!
The conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run it with Bell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. operating from the gun. Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Falcons 35, Vikings nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They're going to get their timing back.
From the 29, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Third down. It's Cook. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Cousins on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Cook following the penalty. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 9, Cousins, but it's caught on the right side and Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Kaepernick's going to keep it. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play now.
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Throwing, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and goal for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Danielle Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now one of the best sack guys in the NFL. Picks up another one there, had 14.5 last year, and became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 50 sacks in his career in the 2019 season.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Calvin Ridley. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points. That lone